Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Always nice to look at something a little bit different, a little bit unusual on the channel. And this Heritage Automatic by James McCabe certainly fits that bill. I'm not even quite sure what to call it. Fake vintage, faux patina, certainly a very unusual treatment on the case today. And I do like the leather strap a lot. 20% discount code in the description for anything you like on the James McCabe website. Alright, let's have a closer look. So the James McCabe then, very nicely packaged I must say. You've got an outer cardboard box and then a really nice vintage looking, very retro, very in keeping with the style of the watch. A nice wooden inner box, little plaque there, assembled in Great Britain, and I guess that's one of this company, this watches, it's one of their main points of difference. So dimensions and specifications to begin with, no loom shock because it doesn't have any loom, but I've got a movement check running on that Miyota 8215 and it's pretty decent, and then we'll do a wrist shot and some subjective analysis. Fantastic strap on this one, as mentioned. We'll get a few close-ups of that as we go. So a kind of classic set of dimensions on this one then, just under 40, it's about 39 and a half, 45mm lug to lug, so it wears quite nicely. This one 12mm thick, 20mm at the lug, tapering down to 18mm at the clasp, so always nice to have a leather strap with a little bit of taper. This one weighing in at only 61 grams, so very light, very comfortable if this is going to be your daytime watch. Now the glass on here, nice piece of dome, but it is just mineral crystal, so it's not sapphire. You're going to have to be a little bit more careful about how you treat this one. If I flip it over to the back, you've got a display case back there. JM, a nice kind of etched and decorated rotor, but it is the Miyota 8215, a fairly ordinary looking movement when you go underneath, and I wish they hadn't put that JM on the see-through case back as well there. It kind of obstructs the view of the case. I think it's a little bit unnecessary. They should have just stuck with the decorated rotor, but there we are. Little etching around the side. This one is the model number JM1022, assembled in the UK. It's point of difference. Automatic, water resistance to 50 metres, which is decent, and Belfast, London, all stainless steel there, pretty straightforward. What do they call this? They call it a smoky grey dial. You've got applied indices there as well. Nice little layering and texturing. You've got that slightly sunken ring with the vertical stripes in the middle, but pretty neat, just the Roman up there at 12 and 6. I like the fact that they've put the date window down at the 6 o'clock. Always makes a dial look cleaner if it's symmetrical vertically, I think. Nice choice, and assembled in the UK, again emphasising that point of difference. But for me anyway, this one is all about the finish, the faux patina. They call this an ionic coated anti-brass, James McCabe etched into the side there as well. Now I'm not normally a fan of this advertising on the side of the case, but I think it really suits this watch. I think I'm prepared to forgive it. It does go nicely with the overall look and feel of the watch. So the strap, another nice feature of this watch. I'm a big fan of collar-rebs, and this one is very collar-rebby, if I'm allowed to use that expression. Nice, thick, very similar treatment to the collar-rebs overall. Stitch, it's got the quick release bars at the top. Looks like it could last a long, long time. I've been wearing this one a little bit and it's very, very comfortable on the wrist as well. And the ion plating continues to a fairly chunky looking tang as well. So big thumbs up to the strap. Very comfortable, very nicely made, very impressive. So no loom shot, but we do get a movement accuracy report. I'll pop it up there. Yeah, from my experience, these Miyota 8000s do run a little bit fast. This one, kind of pushing the envelope a little bit at plus 25. I think the tolerance stated for these ones is minus 20 to plus 40, so still within tolerances, and at least it's consistent. So if you're wearing this one on a regular basis, you know to wind it back a couple of minutes on a Monday morning. And there it is on my 7-inch wrist. Nice set of dimensions as mentioned at the beginning. 40mm, pretty much the sweet spot for one of these dressier style pieces, and I keep going on about it, but it is a really nice strap, so looks good on the wrist. So what are my complaints with the James McCabe then? Well, the Miyota 8000, not the smoothest, most refined movement in the world, shall we say.
I got no problems with it per se. 6 ticks per second, 21,600 vibrations per hour, and a decent power reserve, but they are a little bit noisy. You are conscious, or at least I'm conscious, of the rotor noise. If you move your arm, you can hear the rotor spinning freely. I guess it means the watch is always well wound, but you know, if you don't like a noisy watch, then just be aware that this Nyota 8000 is a little bit noisier. The second thing is the value. Now these are about $320 list price. There is a 20% discount code in the description of the video, hence the thumbnail sticker price of $270 today. That's getting up there for one of these Nyota 8000 powered watches, especially without sapphire crystal, but great strap as mentioned, really nice aesthetic, and I think a lovely finish on this watch. Very, very interesting. Still definitely worth considering if you're after something a little bit different.
So there you have it. Interesting and unusual little timepiece by James McCabe. I do like the finishing on the case a lot. It could have gone horribly wrong, looked like a dog's dinner, but thankfully they got it right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.